What is going on, everyone? Burnt Toast Chronicles here. I'm back with Chapter 2-1 of my Resident Evil 5 Black and White playthrough. And right there, if you saw my friend shooting at something, a little thing pop up in the corner of the screen. He was just shooting at the BSAA emblems that are scattered throughout this game. There's 30 of them, and the first ones start appearing from these chapters onward. But that's not what these videos are here for. I'm missing, I think, like 3 of them, and I know my friend's gotten all of them, but, you know, we weren't playing through this with the idea in mind of getting all these emblems. But if I can figure out which 3 I'm missing, you might see me get those later in the game. But right here, we're on to a new enemy that we have not yet seen in this game. Or at least, you know, you guys might not have, but the dogs are a recurring enemy starting from this chapter. And you'll see coming up in just a second here, they actually have their own special little mutation. Or, did we already pass that? Yeah, I think we already did. Where their heads sort of split in half. Yeah, in case you can't tell, I'm only, like, half paying attention to the video, clearly. Because, yeah, I mean, I've already played it. Like, I had to play the game to get the video, obviously, so, you know, there's not a whole lot of purpose in rewatching something that I already know what it is. Oh, of course, little ninja dog just jumps out of nowhere and gets me. But I actually want to talk about the Resident Evil series as a whole, or part of the series at least. Resident Evil 5, as I've mentioned, or maybe not, I don't know, was the first Resident Evil game that I'd ever played. I never played Resident Evils 1 through 4, and I know many people were disappointed with this game compared to Resident Evil 4, because I've heard great things about Resident Evil 4, and, you know, reviews, I've seen like 10 out of 10, and, you know, everything about that game was generally really well received. But then I know many people were a little disappointed in Resident Evil 5, and some people felt that the game wasn't scary enough, or that it strayed away from the Resident Evil that people knew and loved. But for someone who had never played the Resident Evil series before, I was generally pretty happy with it. Right here, this is pathetic. Normally we just run past these dogs, but, you know, these stupid things kept blocking my way, and sorta let them through on accident, and they attacked my partner. But getting back on topic, I thought it was a good game, and, you know, many people, like I said, weren't really scared by it. They wanted a good scare and didn't get that out of this game. I think it's one of those games where first time through, yes, it's going to scare you, but you can't expect anything more after that. Resident Evil 4, I've heard, was, at the best of times, pretty creepy, because you couldn't do co-op, and, you know, you were forced to go alone through the entire thing. And I would like to eventually, at some point in time, maybe try Resident Evil 4. And luckily, I will eventually be able to do so, and so will everyone else, because I don't know how many of you know this, but it has been officially announced by Capcom, the makers of Resident Evil, that later this year, around the holiday season, I think they said December, possibly, but I don't remember exactly when they said. I know it's the holidays, though. Capcom will be releasing a downloadable version of Resident Evil 4. And from what I've heard, it is going to be a redone HD version. And on top of that, they're going to be including a, you know, I don't know the name of it, but I know that it was, like, bonus content or an add-on or something for Resident Evil 4, and I know that's going to be included in it. And it's going to be a DLC for Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3. So that's something that I'm looking forward to because, you know, like I said, I've never played the game, and I'm really excited to play what was considered to be such a great game. So hopefully you guys are looking forward to it just as much as I am. But, you know, unfortunately, it's still so far away. But that's how all the good games are, you know, or at least in my opinion, everything good seems like it's not coming out till later in the year. I don't know what you guys are looking forward to, but I know especially with me, games like Battlefield 3, that's pretty much #1 on my list right now, and unfortunately it's not till later in the year. Getting way off topic here though, you know, this is a Resident Evil gameplay, this isn't Battlefield, so I don't know why I'm talking about that. Some of you may actually recognize this part of the game. I don't know at what point it actually starts, but some of you may recognize this as the demo. And, you know, I don't even know who remembers that from 2 years ago. But yeah, this is originally part of the game from the demo, and I remember playing this part in the demo. I thought it was, you know, so challenging, and I didn't know where I was going, and I was getting all confused and slightly intimidated by all the enemies, but that obviously is far from the truth now. Right here, you'll see my partner's just looking around, but this door right here that's locked, right here, showing it, with the right weapon, I think it has to be, my friend said a grenade, I don't know if that's true, but I know it is possible to blast the lock off and just skip a step altogether, but that did not work with the RPG, so we had to do it the old-fashioned way, and as you'll see in a second here, I'm going to have to throw him across the building so he can get the key and open it manually. Of course, for us, you know, that's no big deal. That only takes us like an extra 30 seconds, and you'll see why. So, I'm just going to throw him over the building here. And then that's when I do my part by running down a floor and taking out my RPG right here so that I can sort of snipe with it. You know, most people would do this with a sniper rifle. I do it with an RPG. And I just take them out as they come up the stairs. And he starts slowly moving forward there. You know, nothing special about this part. Just sitting here blasting away with an RPG, just waiting for him to go open the door for me. So, just running down there right now, and I just got to go catch up to him. Just gotta let him open his door. Alright, sorry about that. That was kind of a little dull moment. Right here, this is one of the greatest moments from the game on first time through. This chainsaw guy in the demo, he freaked me out. Well, I mean, when you see a guy with a chainsaw charging towards you, that's one of those things where initially, you know, freaks you out. And then right here, I thought it was funny because I know the chainsaw guys will get back up on the higher difficulties, but I didn't know they would do it on normal, so I kind of ridiculed my friend at first, you know, because he's just sitting there shooting, and you know, I'm telling him, hey, he's dead, you can stop. Well, lo and behold, I was wrong, and he gets up, almost saws my face off, but, you know, kind of made me look stupid, so just gather up those jewels and finish off those last two enemies. Right here coming up is it's like an interactive quick time event. I think that's what those are called, sorry about that. You know, like where you press the buttons. I'm drawing a blank on the actual name. Maybe I had it right. You'll notice it might look a little weird. I said you know, I wasn't doing cutscenes. Well, this is sort of a cutscene in and of itself, and you're allowed to skip certain parts of it until it brings up the option for you to press the button. So, you know, right here it looked pretty fluid, but then you'll notice it starts skipping a couple parts. Like, coming up right I think it's right here. But then this is actually going to be the end of the game, or end of the chapter, so if you guys like it, then please subscribe for more, and I'll talk to you later.